Welcome to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast, your podcast for all things motorsports. With your hosts, Sean Chavarella, Stephen Clary, and Taylor Moore.
Hear that music?
Hello and welcome to another week's episode of Spare Parts Racing. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Taylor.
And friends, we have so much to talk about this week. We are starting with, I think, the big news for us, which is the death of the Toronto Indycar race and the birth of the new Ontario Honda dealers, Indy Markham. This is really big for us as it is our home track and now our home race, I guess, even more so. And we also got a bunch of silly season news to talk about Will Power, Colton, Herta, and also weekend fun stuff that we can end with Taylor crying because I feel like that's how I'm going to feel after today. What? Ferrari?
Why was I crying?
I'm assuming with Ferrari.
Oh,
We're talking about Markham. She's not going to have any excess fluid left in the body to cry
She's
out.
going to be a rage one today. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Indycar in Markham happening. Great tie-in of how we finished last week where everyone's like, oh no, it's not going to happen. Bam. There you go. Indycar in Markham.
This is the dumbest thing I've seen. This is the dumbest decision I have seen IndyCar make in a while.
Also, I do have the track map up on the viewer screen, so we can also talk about that. I think this is good.
Why do you think that this is good, Sean? Other than it just being like your hometown, where you come from.
One, that actually is kind of sick. You know how cool it is? And this is what I will say about the actual track too. The amount of times I have driven, let's just say Enterprise, and thought, man, it'd be sick if a IndyCar was ripping down here. The little downhill left to right. Oh my God, they're actually doing it. Like, it's one of those things from, like, in my head, I've thought about that specific on Enterprise being a fantastic racetrack, like, street circuit corner. Mm-hmm. And it actually has become one. It is nuts. It is incredible.
I can understand how that would be cool for you. I understand that.
And, like, to have a IndyCar race on the streets you grew up on, it is awesome. And I am excited for this event. Yes, there are a lot of negatives with it. Like, we can talk about the future of the exhibition race, the exhibition track, all that stuff. But at the same time, I think this place as a new home for an IndyCar race that we now know for the next few years can also be a good thing. So, I am optimistic about this, and I can go into more details of what I like about it. But let's start with...
I love that you're optimistic about it.
Let's just start with what we know.
Disaster.
So today, it was announced, IndyCar is going to Markham. It is a brand new date. It is October 14th to 16th.
October.
August.
Sorry,
August.
Why am I saying August? August, damn it. August 14th to 16th. And it is going to take place around the Pan Am Center, I guess, in
York
Markham.
University campus.
Yeah, Pan Am Center.
That's essentially what it is.
York University campus, Go Station, which is a local commuter train parking lot. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough to do.
Sure. Okay.
So, from the press conference today, they said they had been working on this, I think, since spring. I think it was April they first started actually coming up with this idea.
Interesting.
That's fascinating in itself if you think about it from April, when you go back to think that the Toronto Indy race, as it has previously been, wasn't actually finalized until what, February? March?
Mm-hmm.
March or April almost.
And then they immediately went on planning, where do we have it next year? Because they knew that they were not going to have a race in Toronto next year.
At that time.
Yeah.
Because, and with this being a 5-year deal, they mentioned It's a lot better for planning and for investment into the event because you know you're going to have 5 years to work on it. The issue in Toronto was they've been running year-on-year contracts for almost the last 5 years. So
and they were not going to get anything different, is what else was mentioned. Like they said, Toronto basically said we can only do 1-year deals in perpetuity, essentially.
Yeah. I don't know why the city of Toronto doesn't want the event. I think it's one of the best events on the calendar. It's one of the coolest ones in terms of a visual product when you have the shots right downtown with the CN Tower in the background. Fantastic. But unfortunately, Toronto doesn't want it, and the next best place they could find, apparently, was Markham.
Yeah, okay. This is so stupid.
So tell me why you hate it. Why is this such a bad
Okay,
thing?
first off, I wholly disagree with this being the next best option. I don't agree with that in the slightest. I think that this was the next best option for them to keep it within the bounds
GTA.
of Toronto, the GTA. Why? I don't want balloons right now. I don't feel like balloons. When you look at this logistically, it makes absolutely no sense. Like where the track outline is placed, right beside the 407, like that's gonna guaranteed people are gonna slow down on the 407 to watch. 100%. Illegal or not, they will pull off on the shoulder and they will just do it. Because that's what people do.
It's a great idea.
Terrible idea. Terrible idea. Anyway, regardless, we have the 401 and the DVP. If you're going to drive to this event, which are horrible highways, already have tons of traffic problems on them, only going to be worse with an event of this supposed capacity. Our GO train system does not have the capability of handling the hopeful amount of people who would attend this race. We don't have the trains. Like, there's no way that they're diverting trains from the lakeshore lines because the X is still going to be on that weekend. It's probably their opening weekend as well. A lot of people who go to the X year after year are probably going to go to the X again versus hightailing it to Markham, which is an inconvenient location for this race to happen. It's inaccessible, like public transit wise, truly, regardless of whether or not it's around a GO station. It's just logistically, it's a nightmare.
Okay, that's a fair complaint, and I will admit it's not as good as it would be downtown at Exhibition Place. 100%.
The track also looks like it has no passing zones. Tell me how we're going to get a good product out of this race.
I think it has like 4.
No, it's tight. It doesn't have like long straightaways to allow for passing. It's just going to be a follow the leader. Congrats, Alex Palou. So happy that you've just won the 2026 Markham Indy.
Congrats, Kyle Kirkwood. Alex Palou does not run the streets.
Yes, that's fair. But I think there are passing zones. I think turn 3 you could definitely see someone in that turn maybe making a lunge. The hairpin they're throwing in there is good. I think it's turn 5 at the end of before they get back onto Kennedy. There are definitely, I think, opportunities.
I just think it's too tight. Also, it is insane to me how the city of Markham has decided that this is a good idea considering how much money they're going to have to pour into redeveloping that entire area in order to have this event. They are not going to make money on this.
They don't want to make money on it.
Indycar is not going to make money.
Listen.
There will be no money.
The mayor of Markham has been trying to get a major either sporting event or sport team in the town, city, for what, Steven? 15 years?
The proposed 20,000 seat arena died pretty much a decade ago.
Yeah.
So it started before that. It's been, so I had this conversation on Reddit, and it was Scarpitti came in when we were 11 we turned 30 this year.
Oh my gosh.
And he's been trying to get like a pro sports team of some sort up this way. Like there was, what was it? The Nashville Predators in the NHL were going to get sold to Jim Balsillie and move to either Hamilton or Markham.
Was that Pittsburgh?
Or Pittsburgh. There was some team in the States that was going to move up here. So
They've been
yeah,
trying
it's been 20 years of trying to get something up here. And now Scarpetti finally has it.
Yeah, he has his, and this will be what he wants as his legacy going forward, is that you now have a major North American sporting event in your town. And now I'll ask you, what's the other option?
You could have gone to CTMP. Like they could have gone to CTMP.
Oh my God, no, you can't. You
100%. Yes, you can.
You just shit on
can.
everything at this has. Like, doesn't have a train, doesn't have highway. It's going to be terrible traffic.
Yeah.
And you're going to expect the same thing from CTMP in the middle of fucking nowhere?
They have camping. You could go and camp there. People,
Yeah.
I guarantee you,
No,
camp
you
at
can
Mid-Ohio.
go camp. No, you can camp. But if you were
You
actually
can
to
go
count
camp. There are
the
places
number
around.
of
There are
spectators
places.
at
There are
IMSA
places.
versus at Toronto, the number
Yeah,
is
and you
like...
can make more grandstands. They have the capability. I've seen them do it before.
But
They
then you can't
put up
park.
more grandstands. It does. Oh well, you can park. There's definitely you can
But
park.
you're using the same argument, I think, shitting on Markham and saying it's good for CTMP. No, CTMP has just the exact same problems as Markham does.
We wouldn't have to spend billions or like millions and millions of dollars redeveloping an entire track because the track's already there.
No, you're right, but you would also have to spend millions and millions of dollars upgrading that track to make people feel more comfortable around it.
I disagree. Comfortable around it? How? What? Building a hotel?
The reason
Go to the town.
No, that's fine.
It's way cheaper.
No, the reason CTMP I think is off the table is because of IMSA this year.
Why? What's wrong with IMSA?
Two guys
Why?
broke their backs at IMSA this year.
Okay. Driver error.
That's the
What?
issue with CTMP. When people say it's dangerous, yes, it's dangerous.
Oh my gosh. And Barber is so similar. I don't get that. Or
Yes.
fine, like put a restrictor in the car for one race.
But no, it's the runoff. I think they would actually have to put more tires out. CTMP doesn't have that kind of facility to put more tires out. All those 4-packs have to be 8-packs.
Okay, I'm sure that's doable.
Probably, but
I'm
it's
sure
also...
it would have been doable if the conversation was actually happening. It probably wasn't. However, I still think it would have made more sense to go to a track that actually exists, would be a good race for IndyCar, regardless
You're talking
of what
about
people...
passing zones. Where the fuck do you pass at CTMP?
You could pass. You could absolutely pass.
Okay.
The back straight's long enough.
What did we watch this weekend?
NASCAR.
How did the leader?
NASCAR's not.
How
a
did
good
the leader get
comparison.
passed?
Okay, I don't think that we can
How
actually make this
did the
comparison,
leader
Sean.
get passed? They
On the
had
front
to
straight?
hit him. No, you had to move
It's
the leader.
NASCAR, Sean. They all hit each other. This is a terrible comparison.
No, because the
It's
point is
NASCAR
you
Canada
can't
Series. They
get
couldn't
a
even
good
keep-
run on
keep a
guys
green
to make
light.
passes.
They couldn't even keep a green lap, Sean.
Okay, half the race was green. Come on.
Which half are you talking about? Did you
After,
take a
what was it?
drug?
It was
Because
like,
I don't.
lap 20 to 40-ish?
There was no way that there was 20 laps of clean green racing. No way. There was way too many yellows during that race.
I mean, two of it was red flags, so...
2 of it was red flags. Besides the point. I still think it would have been a better viable option, or, to be honest, just taking the year off and tried to bring it back next year
If the
or the year after.
They even said if they had the year off, there was a chance they did not get it back.
They probably wouldn't have, but also, like...
So here's what: are you mad that this isn't at CTMP, or are you mad at just this track in general?
No, I'm mad that it's this track in general. To be honest, like, yeah, CTMP would have had its problems 100%. 100%. However, I don't think that this is not the better alternative.
When it comes
It's
to
going
the
to be a disaster.
When it comes to
It
the
will
problems
be.
that a promoter is looking to solve,
What are they looking to solve with the Toronto Indy? Like, tell me. How are they going to solve that by going to Markham?
no. Okay, here's the thing. With what does a promoter care about?
Money.
Yeah, sponsors. Having places to schmooze the sponsors, places for the sponsors to hang out, all those kind of things. Toronto downtown is the best place for that. We know, but we know that downtown exhibition race is not an option. So we need to basically find a new spot. I don't know how many municipalities out there are looking to pick up the race. Clearly, the city of Toronto was not interested in making other plans.
Mm-hmm.
So they picked the next viable option, which is Markham, which is just off the 407. So it's easy enough to get to if you're coming from the west end.
If you want to pay tolls.
100% if you want to pay tolls.
If you want to pay a massive amount of tolls because it's not cheap. So put that on top of your ticket that you already have to buy to attend this race.
I agree with that. I agree.
Plus the parking pass that you're going to have to get, which is probably going to be like $25 a day.
That's fair.
Oh, that'd be cheaper.
Yeah, honestly. It's fucking
Might be
$40
cheaper.
a day now.
$40 in
Okay, well
Toronto.
then it's $40 a day. Like, you know that they're going to maximize as much as they can to get it out of this. So they're going to charge a lot for these things.
Actually, this is where you're wrong.
407
Oh.
Hey, Steven, when's the last time you saw a paid parking in Markham?
It's a good question, actually. But
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I think the bigger issue there would be there is not a whole lot of developed parking there right now. I don't know where you would pay to park.
Yeah.
In Markham right now.
It doesn't but the thing is though is that they would create these lots which 100% would be paid lots. There is no way that this event is going on with free parking. Guaranteed.
You're probably right, but again, that's a minor thing because again, you'd have the same problem for people going to Toronto, for people going to any track, you have to still pay to get in. What a concept.
Of course you have to pay to get in.
The fact that this
However,
is on a go line is very convenient for people downtown who, instead of taking a go right to exhibition, take a go up to Markham. Perfectly
or
fine.
south from Stouffville.
South
That would
from
be
Stouffville.
honestly, if you're coming into town for this event, go north to Stouffville. It'll be cheaper and easier.
Steven's right.
Okay, so it's still a lot of jumping.
But it's jumping
Okay, so-
regardless. And again, you as someone
not
who
jumping
doesn't attend the
regardless.
Toronto race as a fan, I feel like
I absolutely have.
Okay.
I absolutely have attended
fair,
as a
but
fan.
in the more recent
Only
memory,
a few years ago.
in the more recent memory, you're doing it as a marshal, and it's a totally
2
different
years ago.
experience.
2 years ago, I attended as a fan. I paid for my ticket and a grandstand. Paid for my way down there. I did all of the things.
Okay.
I have only marshaled this race twice. The year before that, I paid to get in,
Fair
and I got a big person ticket with a paddock
Ooh.
pass. Okay,
Okay.
so I actually do know what I'm talking about.
No, but in the sense of like, how did you
Not
get
like
there?
10 years ago.
Like when you
I
went
took
down
the train.
Yeah. Okay.
I have also driven
Yep. So you understand.
both.
Yes, this event here, you still have both those options.
Yeah, but it's not as easy and it's not as frequent. It's not.
Yes, I agree. It's not 100%.
Because you have to jump lines, right? Like, okay, so say somebody from Oshawa would be anywhere along that line wants to come into the Toronto Indy. It's one place. Like, you're going on one line. You don't have to schlep it all the way into Union and then take a train or a bus.
Actually, I was
Like,
going to say buses will
the
probably
bus.
be the biggest thing to getting to this event.
But who wants to take a bus?
Uh,
Buses frequently break down. The go buses
many
are
people.
frequently unreliable.
Via is one of the best services. Truth, Steven, Via.
Yeah,
I'm talking
DSP
about the go
decent.
buses. You'd be taking a go bus from Union Station.
Yeah, but if I'm also in Durham, I would just take the Durham Transit and then go from Durham to via up into Markham. And versus
Okay, I don't
if I'm-
think.
again,
Thing is, I don't think the average
This
person coming to
already-
this event is from Durham.
no, agreed. Like people are going to be coming from all around, and you have options all around, just like you would have downtown. Yes, it's more limited, but compared to CTMP, no one can fucking get there.
What do you mean no one can get there? Everybody can get there.
I'm going to take the GO train to CTMP.
Okay, no, you'd have to drive there.
I'm going to take the subway.
I'm not saying either is a good option. I'm not saying that CTMP was
this
the
is
best
the
option, Sean.
Given the situation, the Toronto race at Exhibition is not going to happen. It's gone. It's done.
Yeah.
Toronto wants to get a Formula E race there. They don't want IndyCar there anymore.
Geez.
And honestly, I kind of hope they get a Formula E just so we have another event in Toronto. But if this is the next best option, I'm all for it. And I'm excited. I think it's great that it has 5 years to work with. It's not a terrible track. They're actually going to put fucking money into something.
I'm not saying that you that you can't be excited about it. That's fine. I'm happy you're excited about it. I am not. I don't think that this is going to go well, and that's my personal opinion, which I am allowed to have.
Valid. But
And based on my knowledge of how these events get set up and the people involved, it is not going to be good. It is going to be a disaster. That is just how I see it.
On the flip side.
And there is nothing that could convince me that this is going to go well.
No, that's fair. What I will say is a good thing about this event is the fact that it's locked in. When IndyCar,
it's good that they signed a contract.
When IndyCar and the Honda Indy are going on a year-by-year basis for the last however many years with Toronto, you don't, and you also have to then fight to get that renewed. The last few years, it has not been renewed until like the winter. That gives you almost less than like 6 months. This year, it was almost 4 months to get the entire thing organized. There is now a full year almost for this race. The fact that they have a year, they know what's happening, they know the plan, and they can do something about it a year out is great. But not just that. They also know they have the next year and the next year and the next. So if there is things to improve upon, they can actually invest and do it. A fucking issue in Toronto is no one gave a shit about the race. It was just there because it was a legacy event that no one had the balls to get rid of. They're using the World Cup as an excuse to not have it so they can probably find another event to take its place. Honda Indy in Toronto died when the fucking X Hotel was there. The second they killed the pit lane and they altered the final corners, that race has never been the same.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know
That's
what?
true.
Yeah, and they can't invest in fixing the track. They can't say, hey, we want to make some changes around here. They can't do any of that because they don't know if they're going to be back next year. So the fact that we have an event, yes, it's not downtown Toronto. It's still in the GTA. It's still accessible by hundreds of thousands of people. In this area, locked in for 5 years.
Tell you what.
I think it's a good thing, and it's positive. And for the first time, I think things are going well for racing in Canada. And listen, 2 years ago, if this would have happened, Toronto race is done. There is no replacement. Canada just loses a race altogether. To me, this is the first good news for motorsports in Canada.
All right. Tell you what. If this is a good race, I will happily eat my words. Until that point, I remain a negative Nelly, a hater.
If this
For
is a
the
good
Markham
race, no.
Indy.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh, here we go.
If
What, you want to
this-
make a bet that's
no.
not actually going to happen?
100%. If this is a good race, you have to buy the merch of the winner. Head to toe.
Okay, are you going to buy Kiffin Simpson's merch first then?
100% waiting for Black Friday.
Sure. Okay. When you send an order confirmation, I'll agree to this.
You know what? That is a deal.
All right. I'll
Fine.
be looking to see that order confirmation, and I will shake your hand on that.
Fair enough. Steven, you've been quiet on
No
this.
problem.
I want your thoughts on this event.
Yes. Are you team hater or are you team lover?
I feel like
Okay.
he's in between.
I am, because I'm in the same sort of cautious optimism. Like, not gonna lie, it tickled the brain a lot seeing the post of mine and Sean's hometown being plastered with Indycar faces on it. Like that tickles the inner child.
Of course
A
it
ton.
does. And of course
So,
it does. That doesn't take
um,
away from it. It is cool, objectively.
Yeah.
It's
and
cool.
Here's honestly, I am like directly in between. I think this first year, what is another street course that recently started and had issues?
I don't know if you're talking about
Las Vegas?
Nashville or if you're talking
Las
about-
Vegas.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
Vegas
was
Nashville. I was
awful.
thinking New Detroit.
Vegas, Detroit.
New Detroit.
There's so
So
many
many.
that
Yeah.
had an issue in their first year. Vegas was decent last year, right?
Yep.
So I think, yeah, this year could be bad. I agree. There's not the greatest logistical setup. I know there's like an empty parking lot where there used to be a Volkswagen dealership. That's empty. They'll probably try and throw in a parking lot there or a parking tower, something like that. Can that be built by this time next year? Maybe. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of other parking. My biggest thing that I hated when I saw the location is that you take out all of the Go Bus capabilities because you're racing through the parking lot. Whereas if you shift it over to the Cineplex, and to be fair, they could, like, there's a bunch of alternatives where you can divert buses into, I almost called it Brother Andre, Bill Crothers, the high
yeah.
school, which is just north, and then you can walk in. That's completely fine. It'd be exactly like walking through Prince's Gate. You can go over to the Cineplex and then have a shuttle running back over to Turn 5. There's ways to work around it just for this year. They're building multiple lots down that way. So, like, in the by year 4, this could be a lot easier. I think year 1
By
could
year
be
4.
year 2, 3, 4. I don't know.
year
It depends.
4.
Depends. Like, this is also, again, this is York University, so you probably got university and taxpayer money going into it via
York is supporting it. They want it
Yeah.
too.
yeah. So
Mm.
like there's like it's money that is not just going in for the track, it's going in so that way the university has parking. So it will get built regardless, and it will get built quick because you have extra resources behind it now.
Yeah.
So would it be year 4? Could it be year 2? It could be year 2 by the time that a lot of this gets done. And year 2, all of a sudden it's like Vegas. Oh, you know what? This actually isn't that bad. They fixed out all the issues that they had from year 1 when they ran it for the first time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this could be good. Could be really bad in the first year. I would not be shocked if that's the case.
Like there are, I think, like, talking on the map, what they presented today. Because again, we don't know the plans. We don't know how they're going to troubleshoot everything. I'm sure they're aware of a lot of the issues, but what we have currently is a very rudimentary map of the track layout, how it's going to be, where they think they want viewing structures, and what's going to be in the middle. I think this track does have a lot of potential as a fun event to be at, to watch. I think the fact that they're, thinking, okay, we're going to have the paddocks kind of be close to the pit lane, and then behind that it's going to be a bunch of like the food areas, probably the Thunder Alley fan stuff, all that kind of in like the middle, should be good. They're definitely going to use the bridge from Toronto somewhere on this, probably as an entrance to get over something.
I think you could have a few bridges because you could have a bridge by turn 7, a bridge by turn 2. You could have 2 bridges by turn 4, one by turn 5.
Yeah, I was thinking putting one like Main Street Unionville, just right across there.
Yeah,
Easy enough.
that'd be your turn 4, turn 6, or turn that straight in there.
Because because that's a good one because that can be your entrance too. You get in on that north side, you cross over.
Yeah,
Get
and then you're
into
right in
your-
Thunder Alley.
You're right there. You're right.
Yeah,
into all your
like I
fun
think,
stuff.
yeah, like in terms of like vehicle accessibility getting to the grounds, it is less accessible at this point in time. I think in terms of accessibility getting actually into from the street into the ticketed area, it'll be much easier. I think because you have people hopping off the go bus, you could have at least 3 bridges when before you just had one,
Yep.
with a track crossing at the end of the day to help alleviate that. But I think the flow in and out could be much better than usual.
My concern on this would be turn 5, where they wanted to have seating. Just how? And also, I'm kind of bummed they decided to go with a double pit lane.
Yep.
Yeah, the double pit lane.
Do not love that.
I won't necessarily blame Markham. I mean, maybe
This seems to be an
it's-
IndyCar gimmick now. They want to do.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
sort of what I got from the press conference. Is that, oh, we love it. The fans love it. Everybody's asking us for it. I was like, who the fuck is asking for it? No one.
Everybody
No one.
hates
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
No one likes
you
double
guys
pit
did
lane.
this because you could easily do something different to have a single pit lane, but no, you like the double pit lane. When I saw that, I was like, "Fuck sakes!" But I won't blame Markham on this one.
Yeah,
You don't need that.
you don't. But yeah, I think it could be really fun. I'm actually excited for it. I think we could definitely hit up the race, then go to one of the bars we know afterwards. I think it's great. D&D, Steven?
Yep,
Yep.
lots of options. You walk right up Unionville.
Yeah.
Just go to Arms or any of the bars down there.
Jake's, Arms. 100%. There's
Yeah.
so many.
Too old for Jake's now.
Listen, that's where the drivers will be afterwards, baby. Hitting up the local bars.
That would be hilarious to just walk into Arms or something and
Will Powers
Bump
play the
into-
drums.
playing the drugs.
Drums.
Oh, drums.
God damn it.
Yeah, like I think with anything, it's cautious optimism, aware of what could go wrong, and hopefully they've been taking notes over the last couple of years from Detroit and Las Vegas.
They 100% have not. We know this. It's IndyCar. But we can hope, I guess.
I'm also curious because they did write on it saying draft layout subject to change.
Yes,
If you're going to change one thing, please make it be the pit lane.
they will not. That will be the last thing they change.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I think
And they'll
that
say
I think the
space.
shot going opposite in what was it, Enterprise, under the bridge is going to look awesome. Like car shot, obviously you're probably going to have a high camera in 5 at the hairpin. Guys coming into it, guys coming out of it. Almost kind of like Montreal where you have the high shot, but then they're going to be passing each other under the rail bridge. I think that'll look awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not terrible. Taylor's such a
I
hater.
don't know, man.
Such a hater.
I just, look, like I said, I'll eat my words if it's good. I just have my doubts. And I just don't like it. The only way I see it is logistically it's going to be a nightmare, and I don't understand it. I really don't.
I understand 100% logistically it'll be a nightmare. And
I understand why you're excited for it. Like, obviously, these like streets, you've grown up on them. It's really cool to see something so big and like something you love so much come to your hometown. I get that.
I'm also
100%.
excited, like there are people that want to do this event. Like
Of course.
when it comes to like Honda, like the Honda Indy downtown and at exhibition, it seems like more like the city felt obligated to run it. There was never a rush. There's never desire. There's never really promotion. This feels like something that Markham wants to have and wants to succeed. And they're going to throw money at it. I guarantee it.
All right. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see. I just don't have high hopes.
That's fair.
Plus, if you don't have high hopes, there's much more room for to be surprised. When you have high hopes for something, too much room to be disappointed.
Now here's a question. If we have this for the next 5 years, and Toronto gets its wish of getting a Formula E race, which we know they've looked into. They attended, I think it was the Mexico, they had a group from the Toronto government attend the Formula E race in Mexico City. If they get that Formula E race, and that can be the race downtown, and then you get this race up here as well, having 2 major races in the GTA also would be awesome. We could be talking about 2030 having Montreal, having IMSA at CTMP, having Markham Indycar, and having Formula E downtown. That is fucking awesome. That potential.
But why would they want Formula E if they are so against having the Toronto Indy?
Because it's the noise. People complain it's too loud.
Oh, and people are going to want the high-pitched Formula E screeching?
It can be
no. Oh my god.
sold to the public as quieter.
This is ridiculous.
Oh,
this
I agree. It doesn't make sense. I personally would love to see I would love to see Toronto Honda Indy come back in Toronto, and we have 2 races.
I just all right. Look, man, I don't know.
Let's say this race
is so ridiculous.
Let's say the Toronto race goes away. Markham race is here for 5 years, locked in. Toronto goes to Green Savory and be after, let's say, 2028. Hey, we didn't get the race because of World Cup. We didn't get the race the next year because we didn't want it. Wow, we kind of wish we had that back now.
Mm-hmm.
You have a situation where, do you think you could definitely put a race downtown Toronto? Let's say it's July 12th, 14th, like it used to be, historical date, it's second weekend in July.
Mm-hmm.
Same promoter for both races. You could have the race happen in Toronto. Race ends. You pack up all the stuff, go rebuild the track in Markham, have another race a month later.
That would be interesting.
How sick would it be if you could get 2 races in the GTA?
2 races in Canada again would be amazing.
Yeah. And again,
it would be amazing.
Before people say
sure,
you can't have 2 races in that market, yada yada yada. I want to pull.
Why not?
Milwaukee gets 2 races a year. Okay.
Are they even good races? Do we like Milwaukee?
Road America and Milwaukee Mile. Yes, definitely good races.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, we do love those. Right? I forgot which ones. We do.
But again,
those.
You could definitely run 2 races in the GTA. This is entirely a pipe dream, and I think they would actually do it? No, because it would be so hard to do. But in theory, I would love to see Toronto come crawling back to IndyCar in a couple of years' time, be we want the race back. Because the exhibition street circuit is historic. It has been there for basically, 40 years?
40 years. Yep.
And killed, not for any reason other than lack of willpower. Oh, fuck. That's a
No, the World Cup. Yep.
Oh, man. Considering what we're going to talk about later. Oh, I didn't mean that. But literally...
lack of willpower at Penske?
Damn it, Penske. That could be the issue. But that's the reason Toronto Indy race is dying. Not because it had an accident, people didn't want it back, 1996, say. Not because it can't find sponsorships, 2008.
The last couple years.
Yep. Not because people are not showing up to the event, but simply because people can't be fucked to do it. And honestly, I think that is more sad than anything else. And the fact that Markham and the mayor there and IndyCar and the promotions can be fucked to do it makes me happy. And that's why I will support this race.
Okay. That's fair. That is valid.
Again, all your concerns are 100% valid too. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the ass, and people are going to complain about the logistics of this event. Guarantee it.
There's gonna be so many complaints. It's not just about the logistics. There's gonna be complaints about the fact that of the road closures, they're gonna have to close off an entire ramp of the 407. People are just gonna be mad about that. Kennedy's a massive road. It's
100%.
an artery.
100%.
People are going to be annoyed.
Arguably, Lakeshore, also an artery.
Yeah.
And they still get mad at that. It was, like, I don't know if you guys like Steven, if you saw on Reddit on like the Toronto subreddit where like someone posted that it's moving, people are like, good riddance. Yay, no more no more road closures. Like, you fucking selfish fucks. Fucking NIMBYs. Like, all the people, like, not in my backyard people. It's the fucking worst thing in the world. It's the I don't like fun, so no one gets to have fun people.
It's not my cup of tea, so fuck you.
Yes.
What is a NIMBY?
Not in my backyard.
Not in my backyard.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay, cool. Never heard of NIMBY before, but all right.
All good.
This economy?
That's fair. So?
Yeah. So, I don't know. A lot of people are going to start bitching up here too, but yeah.
Again, it's just...
Done deal.
I just don't... It is what it is. Like, it's going to happen. It's happening.
I'll put it out
Doesn't
there.
matter how much we complain
If
about
anyone around this area would like to trade my condo for your house because of this one weekend of inconvenience, hit me up.
There is an old folks home right next to the track. I'm sure that'll go over well.
They can't fucking hear it anyways.
That's valid.
Yeah, but they'll just be like out hitting everybody with their walkers, being like, "You're too loud."
They can't hear. It's fine.
Yes, they can.
The car will roar by.
They put their hearing aids in.
Then they can take him out for a fucking weekend.
Don't worry, it'll ruin their outside time because of the smell of gas and burning rubber.
On the flip side, they'll be gone before the contract is up.
Oh, Sean.
What? Hey, it's not a 1-year deal. Can't say shit. Too bad. 5 years. Let's go. IndyCar. Markham. Fuck yeah. Woo! That's valid.
A hater until I can't be a hater anymore.
Fair enough. Anyway, moving on away from this race to more, I guess, IndyCar news. We had the big news this week. First of all, I think it was on Tuesday. Will Power announced he is leaving Penske. Everyone goes, wow,
honestly,
that's incredible.
Good
Not
for
shocking.
him.
Honestly, yeah, agreed. Hey, look, we're agreeing now.
Yes, good for him. Also, apparently, he was on the Hinch and Rossi podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, so he was detailing all of the background info on this move from Penske, and wow,
that is
so
fascinating.
glad he's out of that.
All of that stuff is fascinating. How basically, this could be one of those moments in motorsports lore where it's because this one domino fell of Roger fucking with Will, Herta gets to go to try to do F1. He could maybe do something over there, gets an F1 seat. You know what I mean? There's so many dominoes that can fall because of this.
I mean, he is he's not even reserve driver. He's a test driver.
Test and development, I think, is the official.
Yes.
Test and development.
For now.
So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
While he will be racing in Formula 2.
Is that confirmed?
Is it confirmed that he has a Formula 2 seat?
That's not confirmed. I didn't see that.
I don't think maybe it wasn't confirmed he's in Formula 2,
okay.
But I think part of it is
you're just saying.
No, but he is going over to Europe, and he has to compete to get the last super license points. He needs 7.
Which he can get through FP1 and FP2.
Yeah, I was
get that many?
Can't he just do yeah?
Isn't it 2 points per?
Practices.
Is it? Okay.
Either we had this conversation last week. He can.
I thought he was
race in F2.
I thought he was going F2.
I think he will race in F2 just to acclimatize a little bit and stay sharp.
Learn Pirelli tires.
Yeah. Again, realistically, someone of his skill should be able to place top 8 and get points that way. And then doing free practice will put him right over the top.
Yeah, okay.
Like there was the meme, I can't remember which actor is it, but it's the meme where it's the older guy with the AC/DC shirt and the skateboard. How do you do, fellow kids? Colton Herta showing up to F2 with the 18-year-olds.
Oh, he should smoke them.
Yeah.
And I would love to see him do that and just be like, yeah, I don't deserve to be in this series. I'm here because I have to. I am robbing kids of opportunities because F1 has robbed me with their stupid super license rules.
Yeah.
So yeah, go to F2, kick ass.
Going back to the Rossi and Hinch podcast when they were interviewing. So you're moving to the super tractor league in the Midwest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they award more super license points than fucking IndyCar.
That was very funny.
It's like hilarious joke, very good dig.
And also sad because IndyCar is so disrespected.
Sad that it's true.
Because if you are a third place F2 driver and you can't get a ride anywhere and you go to IndyCar and flame out, you still have more super license points than someone that finishes like third in the championship. IndyCar makes no sense. But IndyCar is not a feeder series for F1.
F1 is a feeder series.
Wants people to come through its feeder series. That's it. They want kids to go F1, F2. IndyCar. F1, sorry.
F2, F1.
I mean, in the past, it has been F2, IndyCar.
Yes.
A lot of names.
Right now, well, apparently it's also F1 IndyCar.
That's true.
IndyCar is now, or F1 is now the feeder series for IndyCar.
It's been a while since someone's gone the other way. I think the last may have been Juan Pablo Montoya. No, maybe it's Bourdais. I think Bourdais was the last one.
Since somebody went to F1?
From IndyCar.
From IndyCar, got you. Because
Yeah.
for a second I was like, what are you talking about? There have been many.
No, going the other way.
The other way, yes.
But yeah, Power is out at Penske, so let's talk about that quickly. And then we can talk about him and Andretti. So are you surprised? Do you think it's a good move for him to leave Penske?
I don't think he really had a choice because it was sort of getting shoved out the door too.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Penske
Right.
basically said if you don't win, you are out. He
Which is
basically was
hilarious.
threatening his seat all of last season. I mean, yeah, hilarious considering he was second in the championship last year?
And he's still the best driver out of the Penske stable. He beat McLaughlin by 1 point in the end, but still.
But considering how awful of a year Penske's had as a team, honestly, unreal. Like, your best driver by far. This is how you're treating him. Okay.
They had an awful year. They are in the middle of basically firing a whole bunch of people and changing their, I guess, upper
They are
management
also
culture.
Well,
cheaters.
again, that's
Yep.
partially because they were forced to. A lot of
100%.
well, they are doing this. Yeah, it's mostly because they have to do that.
They got in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was him, I would have wanted out too. Like that, it's a dumpster fire waiting to happen. So I think it's really good for him. Here's hoping that he has an opportunity to like showcase that he's still got it. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said too. Like he just wants to show that he still has the talent to go out there and win. At what, 40?
Yeah.
So I think it's great. I'm excited to see what he can do at Andretti.
40. He'll be 45 next season.
Will Power wins the Markham Indy. 26.
I actually don't think that's not a non-zero chance. Like willpower
Nothing's a non-zero chance.
Willpower is one
Kevin
of the top
Simpson wins
five.
the Markham Indy.
That will happen. Don't worry. In
No,
2030,
it will not. Yeah, okay.
Willpower is one of the top 5 best drivers in IndyCar all time.
Oh, easily. He's got the polls
Yeah.
record still, right?
Polls record,
So,
and he's 4th all time in wins.
Yep.
The
Two-time
disrespect he gets of not even like one. if you're going to fire him, just fire him mid-season, or like just be like, hey, we're going to be done after this year. Maybe you can get some kind of respect and kind of milk it a little bit with your last race with Penske, get some fanfare around that, all that kind of shit. Make the end of the year kind of special. You could have done that. On the flip side, you just kind of tell him, I don't know, we'll see, hemming and hawing, and that's like, yeah, maybe you can talk to other people, see what happens. And at that point, it's basically like, yeah. I see what you're trying to say, and you want this to be my decision versus yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You want me to quit. You don't want to fire me.
Yeah.
Cowards.
Yeah.
I think everyone's been in a company like that, right? Where they don't want to fire you, but they want you to quit, so they start kind of fucking you over. That's exactly what they did at Will Power.
Yeah. And I think Dan Tower said it was around Road America is when they first sort of started talking.
Yep.
But at that
he was
point,
cleared at Road America to go and talk to other teams.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Herta's still here. Kirkwood's still here. Not kicking them. Ericsson's still here. Not kicking him.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
Where the fuck am I going to put you?
This whole Herta thing came about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And without that, yeah, Power wouldn't have a spot. But now it's incredible that all of this came together. Herta gets his F1 shot. Power arguably moves to an equal team, maybe a better team in terms of how much would I say? Is it a better team, or is it kind of more of an equal sidestep?
I'd say equal sidestep.
Organizationally,
based on this
probably
year,
one of the better ones.
Organizationally better. They're not actively cheating.
I think
that we know of.
Like overall equal, organization based off this year better, on track equal / maybe a little bit worse. I don't know. It's a sidestep. You aren't. There's nowhere to really step up into. So it's as good as he was gonna get.
Like he wasn't gonna go to Chip Ganassi. Like all those seats are taken, right? So
100%. Like of all the places he could have landed, he landed at the best possible spot.
Yes.
You're still the top team. You're at the number 2 Honda team after going from the number 2 Chevy team.
Yeah.
I'm saying McLaren's higher now.
Yeah. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah. You're not dropping down to Foyt. You're not going to Dale Coyne. I think it's a good spot for him to land. And next year, he can win. He can probably get a pole position. Stop laughing at the cat, Steven.
That's funny.
Yeah,
no, it's about as good as it was going to get. Again, it's sort of like the Toronto race. It's not where you could be, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Much better than nothing.
100%.
So
now, IndyCar silly season, we have an Penske seat to be filled.
Malukas.
Likely. So that means a Foyt seat will come available. Ritas VK says he is out at Dale Coyne.
Yep.
Dale Coyne says he'll have his drivers announced by fucking October.
Halloween.
Who knows?
That's unheard of.
Actually, remarkable. Yeah, that's remarkable.
Once again, in this economy, Dale.
Romain Grosjean wants back in.
Oh gosh.
Dennis
Was it when you're
Hauger.
at Lamborghini and IMSA, he said no way.
Well, Lamborghini folded, right? Lamborghini stopped the
Lamborghini did
program,
fold.
so
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, hell yeah. Go back to
Dale Coyne.
I think he might. I think Grosjean might end up back at Dale Coyne. I can see
Dennis Hauger.
Okay.
Yep.
Fresh off his championship.
Yep, that's fair.
Needs a seat. There's no shortage of talent to fill these spots.
Honestly, no. It's really going to be interesting to see how the field kind of fills out. There was questions regarding Prema now, if they're going to be back.
Or if Schwartzman leaves Prema.
Also a possibility.
That's been rumored. There's a lot of rumors going around.
It could be a
on
very
people moving.
interesting 2026 off season, 25, 26, for setting up the next 5 years of racing.
Yep.
Whether it is Herta to make his F1 move, whether it's a bunch of guys maybe moving to a middle team where they can impress with, or guys moving to big teams. And then there's also rumors, I guess, for next season, the 2 car might be on the hot seat.
Yeah, if he has another season like he did this year.
Yeah.
It's not completely out of the question.
I think it'd be hilarious to fire your multiple-time Indy 500 winner.
Yeah, but if he isn't getting any better.
But if he still wins 500s, then what's the problem?
Not winning championships.
No one can beat Pillow anyway.
That's fair.
It's a low bar. High bar? High
True.
High bar.
High bar. High bar. Not a low bar. Definitely not a low bar.
So yeah, anyway. I think
A low
it's
bar
kinda
is like
fun.
Santino Ferrucci.
Valid.
He's a low bar.
Valid. Thank God he's not going to Penske.
True.
Who knows?
Anyway, so should we talk about the
Yeah.
weekend, actually? Or is that it for new stuff?
Well, I was
Anything
guess
else?
so. Did we really touch on Herta? Good move, bad move?
Great
Do we
move.
like it? Yes or
100%.
no?
Do it.
I think for his career overall, it's where he wants to be. So you can't say it's a bad move. If it's where he wants to be. So I think we talked about it last week when we talked about Sergio and Bottas being announced as the drivers for Cadillac. I think we're looking at 1 or 2 years from either of them. So there will be a seat available, I think, in the near future for him to slide into, if he can make the switch effectively. So we'll see.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's one of those moves you have to make.
Yeah, you have one shot. Like,
One
you
opportunity.
have one shot. You
Sees everything you ever wanted.
Thank you.
So if he's dreamed about that, then I say absolutely go for it.
Everyone
it's never
says
going to
shoot
be
your
a bad
shot, right?
decision. Try. Exactly.
And even talking in the that interview that Hinch and Rossi did with Dan Tyrus, where he said oh well, he had testing stuff and he was faster than the Sauber guys at the time. He's done all these other things in simulator work that you don't see of, where he shows he has the pace, but what he has never had is an actual chance to drive in F1 and to be part of that culture, to be part of those teams. So if this is your one shot to maybe make that a reality and you want F1 and you want to have a career in F1, hell yeah, do it.
Absolutely.
And what else are you gonna do? Pedal around behind Pillow for another 2-3 years?
Well, he's
Oh,
not
yeah,
going to
'cause
be
that
racing
sounds-
Markham.
Yeah, so
But yeah, worst case scenario, you come back to IndyCar.
he'll still be wanted
100%. He's still
Here.
great.
if by age 30, if by age
How
30,
old is-
even if
how
he's
old is
not,
he?
he's 25, turning 26 next year.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah, he should be fine.
You what? He'll be
So-
fine.
If say by age, I don't know, 28, 29, he hasn't figured it out or come close, yeah, come back. You can get back into Indy cars by age 30 and
Maybe you'll have it
Based off-
Massey.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say based off of Power, Dixon, those guys are in their 40s and still going, so he wouldn't even be halfway through his career.
Listen, I
Mhm.
I want Colton Herta to get into F1 so that him and Lance Stroll can have a competition for who has the best resting bitch face.
That would be fun.
Both those guys look dead inside all the time.
Yeah, but Colton Herta has a cardboard face.
Oh, 100%. Colton Herta doesn't emote. Very rarely does. He just kind of looks
He doesn't emote,
not stunned.
and he looks inbred.
You can't say he looks inbred. That's future F1 champion you're talking about. No, okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay.
But yeah,
Draft one
yeah, good
champion.
move overall.
Alright.
Good move. I am happy for Colton Herta to do that.
Yep.
What he's probably not happy about was his finish at Nashville.
Speaking of Nashville, how was that, Steven?
Newgarden finally got a win this year.
Wow.
He needed that, or he was getting fired.
Yep.
Yes, that's definitely the
Penske's
case.
probably been texting him too.
So yeah, good for him. What was it? Award was dominating the start, put on the wall.
Malukas
Rough.
looked really good to start and was up there for qualifying.
Nashville's probably one of the best races to end the year on. So, shit,
Yeah.
right. That's
What?
also another thing with the Markham race. That's gonna be one of the last few races of the year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
True.
based off of this year's
God.
schedule, it'll be interesting how that works in.
That could decide a championship. You could have a championship party in Markham. That's all I'm saying. All I'm
A
saying.
championship party in Markham.
I could be partying
Okay.
with Alex Pillow at the Duchess. Is all I'm saying.
Oh gosh. Sean, this is getting more delusional as you go.
Let's put some onion chips in the Astor Cup. Let's go.
I thought they got rid of the onion chips.
Yeah, they did. But
They did, but we can bring it back just for Alex Pillow.
the dream is
Actually,
there.
but that was a crime. Okay, those onion chips were to die for.
100%.
They
Best
were
thing ever.
so good.
Don't know why.
And the dip.
Oh,
Ugh.
that's just
The
dope.
fact that they got rid of them actually makes me so sad. And you know what? It makes me hate the Markham Indy a little bit more because people won't be able to go and get onion chips. Way to go.
I'm thinking we get a food truck from Markham Indy just onion chips, Steven.
They got the bloomin' onion. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh. Bloomin'
So-
Onion has nothing on onion chips.
Anyway,
Oh, so then it should sell real easy. That's my point.
back to IndyCar
That's
in
true.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Newgarden won.
Below's two.
Below was second. Fantastic battle in the last few laps between Check's Notes, Scott McLaughlin, okay, makes sense, and Kevin Simpson. Goddamn.
You really have to buy that gear now.
Honestly, I'm going to show up to start next year. Full Simpson merch. I was planning on it, okay?
Oh my gosh. It's just like in full Simpson merch. He has like a hat, a shirt.
Simp for Simpson.
That's pretty much it.
There
Sim
you
for
go.
Simpson. Make the merch, Sean.
I
I
can
still
add.
can't believe I saw him at the Toronto Indy, RIP, and
You didn't realize?
like didn't realize it, didn't get a photo just to make you jealous.
Well, you
Oh,
blew
so
it.
sad. I know. I would have gone back, but Paige told me it would have been embarrassing.
You are embarrassing. It's fine. Anything else to note for Nashville besides just being a good race?
No, I mean, like,
Don't be a hater. Be a hater. You get shit on.
jeez.
You shit on me regardless.
Because you're a hater.
I'm not always a hater. I'm not a hater of everything.
Fine.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
They're, like the championship was decided weeks ago. Don't care. We'll do a full recap anyways at some point in the next couple of weeks when F1 has a week off.
Do an IndyCar season review. Usual.
Yeah, do a quick review of whatever playoff race happened.
Well,
for
what
NASCAR.
was the playoff race this weekend?
Darlington, which
Southern 500?
was Southern 500. Yep. Which, were you smart and put money on Chase Briscoe
I had money on
to
Briscoe.
do it back to back?
I had two bets placed this weekend. One on Newgarden, one on Briscoe. I was happy.
Oh, nice. Good.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Good job.
So maximize that. So yes, thank you. That
Nice.
Chase Briscoe did not deserve to win that race.
No?
No way.
Why?
Okay, he just couldn't get past. I don't think
Where
his
did you
car
watch
was
the
good.
race?
Who? Reddick couldn't get past?
Yeah, like
Is that what you're saying?
You could see it. Like he would get a run, and then dirty air would happen, and you couldn't get a run on the guy.
Yep.
Briscoe put it in the wall. I want to say with like 8 to go, killed his momentum. Reddick was there by like less than 2/10 behind him. Still couldn't get a pass. At that moment, I'm like, this car is broken.
Nope.
So yeah, I
Couldn't do
don't.
it.
Yeah, like Briscoe drove well. He got a lead, but I think with the characteristics of this car, it kind of became like a short track, and you couldn't get past him.
Yeah, well, and that's what they said in the post race too. Was that they set the car up for the short run, and then basically just tried to hold on.
And the nature of the one groove racetrack means you can't pass a guy.
Yep. Doesn't matter how low you dive, unless there's a major tire offset, which there was not.
No, like you saw at the end, like Reddick tried to do like massive dive bombs. Unless you're wrecking the guy, you're not going to get that. So it was a good race. It was entertaining as like a product, but I thought with like 5 to go, I'm like, okay, he's got this. The second he hit that wall and still couldn't get past, I'm like, well, this is not gonna go Reddick's way. So good for Briscoe. He locked himself in.
Yep.
Who picked Briscoe again?
That would be me.
Fuck.
Dang.
Nice attempt at a subtle brag, jackass. You didn't take him, and I got him with the very last pick.
No, I know you took him the last pick. That's.
Oh, okay.
I was like, hey, can you remind me? I'm worried. Yeah, I know it was you jackass. Hendrick had an absolute disastrous race.
Basically, if you weren't a Toyota or Ryan Blaney, you had a disastrous race.
Toyota's kicked ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there was a point, I was like, if Briscoe and Reddick take each other out, Eric Jones, John Hunter Nemechek are battling for first.
Yes. Yeah. That was
by
weird.
AJ Allmendinger, Bubba Wallace, and Denny Hamlin. That's your top 7.
Yeah. Very, very bizarre.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't even, actually, hang on. Never mind. Blaney was way further back than I thought he was. Like, this top 10, top 15 is very odd in terms of like a playoff race. Like, yes, you had Josh Berry. I think did he wreck out, or he got back on track, but he was completely out of it.
Yeah. You know what's a weird race where an AJ Allmendinger is the best Chevy?
Yeah, it's not good. Followed by Kyle Busch and Hocevar.
Yeah. I think,
that's not
Buescher
good if you're Hendrick.
Yeah. Yeah, for guys who kind of need some points, looking at you, Bowman, and maybe Elliott, not a good race for you guys.
Yeah.
And then let's get to the best one of the weekend, which is F1. Hey Taylor, how's a Ferrari fan?
I disagree.
How's it going in Ferrari land?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah?
I don't want to talk about it. It was so horrible. A double D. However, I did appreciate that somebody pointed out that the last time the Ferrari DNF'd, like double DNF'd, they won.
Yes, they went 1-2 at Monza.
In
Yes.
Monza.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this all what they're trying
And the
to
next
do?
race is Monza, so
Yeah, but they also have a
maybe they're
one-off
just
livery.
recreating the Juju.
But they have the one-off livery, which is historically a curse also in F1.
To honor Niki Lauda?
Sort of. I don't like the livery.
Well, sucks to be you.
I mean, you can honor him by take that blue shit off that fucking Ferrari.
Okay, well, you can't take the blue stuff off, okay? Because HP pays for it to be there, so unfortunately it is what it is.
Fine. Or maybe paint the black part red.
Yeah, fair enough. Look, all I'm saying is, what a terrible weekend for them. Also, what the heck? Charles Leclerc just had like a photo shoot in the middle of a field. That was funny.
That was amazing. We got
just in the middle of a field.
We got the Leclerc in a folding chair moment to replicate Alonso. We got him sitting with a pain face on the hill as cars go around. The best one I saw, and can't remember if I shared it or not, or if you guys saw it, was grayscaled. So it was one of the photos shooting up at him, and it was grayscaled, and they did an album cover called The Tortured Pilots Department.
Oh my god.
It was amazing.
That's actually funny.
The amount of memes coming from this was amazing. But what do we think of the Antonelli takeout of Leclerc?
Oh, 100% deserved a penalty.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. That
You
was
got 10
not
seconds.
okay.
That was
Yeah,
the
you
one
got-
penalty of the weekend I agreed with.
The one you didn't agree with, obviously, being Carlos.
Carlos, and that Leclerc
How
should
was
have
that-
got one on his move on Russell.
Oh, to be honest, I didn't see either of those, but what I did see with
Shocker.
Carlos.
Okay, to be fair, we
I
were at the
listened
track,
to
okay?
it.
Typical,
I listened to it
typical
on the way
Italian
home.
fans. Oh, they caused a penalty on my guy. Oh, a penalty against my guy? No, it didn't happen.
Italian. Who's
You
Italian?
cheer for an Italian team.
Okay, listen. I listened to it the entire way home from the track. I didn't see what the penalty was. I just heard Carlos being like, "That's ridiculous." So all I know is it sounded very intense.
Basically, what happened was it was him and was it Lawson.
Yep.
Him and Lawson went around turn 1, 2, kind of side by side, wasn't it? Right.
Yeah.
And they
Lawson
kinda
was on
just-
the inside, Signs on the outside. Lawson, I guess, understeered a bit and came out. You had the rear left, front right
contact.
touch, and both drivers lost a tire and had to limp around on a restart.
Yeah. So they both basically got a puncture out of it. And it was one of those penalties that I think was penalized because of the result and not because of the action.
Yes.
Like, maybe if the cars or tires or rims were a little bit stronger, that's not a problem. But just they touched it the right way where they got a puncture, and yeah. That's all she wrote.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think Carlos's visit to the steward's room afterwards yielded any favorable results for them. So
I would have lost my shit.
Yeah.
I kind of hope Carlos did. Like, that is such a weak penalty, especially then when you see like Leclerc stuff it up the curb on Russell.
Oh, that was
Personally,
Yeah.
I think is a fine play. You know, there was a gap there. George kind of tried to be cheeky, close the door. Leclerc said, "Fuck you, I'm coming through anyway." Okay, fine. You're both trying to screw the other over. You're still making contact. That deserves as much of a penalty as the Sainz one.
Yeah, like he made a pass with like two wheels off the track.
Yeah.
I don't think he was on the track at all. But at the same time,
Listen, we had
fully agree.
me and Taylor had this debate at turn 5 on the weekend at CTMP. It's
We did?
okay. Yeah, when they stuffed it up the inside a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
And like, it wasn't 4 wheels off the track. It's 2 wheels off the track, 2 over the track. That is fine.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's in theory above the track. And it counts. So that's just what Leclerc did. He went 2 wheels on track. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like not huge fans of George Russell here, so we can go whine and complain.
I loved how Leclerc's like immediately got on and be like, he turned to me and tell him to stop complaining. Like, he knows Russell
he
is
knows
going
what's
to be
happening
bitching.
there. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, he absolutely knows.
Russell is the biggest whiner on the radio. 100%.
He is. Oh, of the entire paddock. Like, he is the biggest baby.
Yeah.
In
And
the
also
media, on the radios, everywhere.
and also Charles, this is what we've wanted from you. Be an asshole.
Be
Be
aggressive.
a bit of an asshole.
If it ends up
Look
in a
what it
penalty,
got
oh
you.
well, who cares?
Yeah.
It happens. But just be aggressive. You're not going to get anywhere if you're not.
Yeah. Finally, Leclerc got pissed. I think it's punted by his teammate.
Yeah.
Well, Russell's teammate, I should say. But
Russell's teammate.
yeah.
Can be taking notes from George.
But
Exactly.
Absolute terror.
But what we got in this race was a massive title swing because Norris DNF'd with an engine failure. We do not see that often now in F1.
Nope. And it was very funny looking at the reactions of Zach Brown and Andrea Stella, of Zach Brown being like, fuck's sakes, Lando, what the fuck happened? And Stella's just like, oh, this makes my job a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Don't have to play favorites for Lando.
Don't have to, cater to Zach Brown's favoritism.
Yeah. And it's so funny because he's hiding the smirk, but the camera from the side catches it perfectly. He's just like, yes. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have a deep allegiance.
But we had a nice surprise podium from Isaac Hadjar.
Yay, good for him.
He had a fantastic weekend. Started P4. Did a great job holding off, I think, both Russell and Leclerc to start the race. Because they were trying to get past him right away. He was a bit of a cork in the bottle. But once he settled in, like, he looked quick. And it's amazing how far he's come. What is the first memory of Isaac Hadjar in Formula One?
It was the crying at
It is wrecking out on the formation lap in Australia.
Yeah.
And crying
In the
for the
arms
rest. Yeah. With
Hamilton
Anthony
dad.
Hamilton. To get to a podium this year is amazing. And even better, I loved that everybody started pulling up the that first day of school chalkboard where it said, I'm going to be on the podium this year. I'm going to be on the podium. I was like, oh, good. He did it.
That
He
is
did
true.
it.
That
Good
is,
for him.
honestly, I don't think anyone was upset that Hadjar got a podium.
No, everybody liked that.
Until he broke his trophy, then everyone's like, God damn it.
Yeah. But it wasn't being stupid like Lando. It literally just broke.
That's fair.
It was not I smashed my champagne bottle over the trophy.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Aston Martin.
Of course you do.
Stroll started 19th and finished 8th.
Okay, yeah, good for him.
I don't. Behrman started last and finished ahead of him.
Didn't Behrman start from the pit lane?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also
AKA
Yeah.
last.
incredible. Yeah,
What?
great
That's a
day for them.
Great drive.
Yeah, I don't get what voodoo it was. Stroll was just sort of out there the entire time and puttering around on hard tires. Alonso just kept yelling at people about his tires.
He was angry that race, it seemed.
Yeah, well, they sort of fucked his strategy, and I don't know. They eventually got it right. They threw him on some mediums and said, "You have an offset.
That's fair.
Go get him." And he just started cutting through everybody. So
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Behrman finished 6th.
Wow.
Absolutely nuts.
so
Yeah, 6th and 7th for Stroll and Behrman, and I think they had great weekends. And
yeah, some
considering
big swings in championship.
Yeah, that midfield fight now is so intense.
2 points between Aston Martin and Racing Bulls for 6th.
Wow.
Williams is up by 18 on Aston Martin, but like they're so hit and miss every weekend.
Yeah,
If Aston continues their form for the next, was it 7 rounds or 8 rounds that we have
Newey
left,
Magic,
Newey Magic.
they could do something.
definitely. Anyway, on that note, anything else to talk about, or is that kind of it?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did a lot.
Yeah, I can still feel Taylor's rage from here about the Markham race, so she probably stop talking before she breaks her computer. Anyway, let me just grab this very nice Stephen Markham District High School yearbook we have. Oh, what a great thing to have!
What a great city.
What a great
is a
place.
city
Great
now.
place for a race to be, you know.
I'm not taking the bait.
Okay, fine. And on that wonderful note, thank you very much for listening to this week's episode. We will be back next week to talk all things motorsports. Please remember to give us a like, subscribe, all the good things, and we'll be back next week. Thank you, and goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and follow the show on Twitter at Spare Parts Racing. That's Spare Parts RACIN, and on TikTok at Spare Parts Pod. Follow the hosts at Sean Chavarella, at Stephen Clary, and at Tay Moore.